Well, howdy, 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 howdy. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Now we'll just sit around, see who all comes in. Welcome, 54 Cal, for coming in. You're new to the channel. We just do a live stream every Sunday. It's called Sunday morning coffee chat. Well, Sunday morning coffee. We chat about anything to do with the outdoors, fishing, hunting, trapping, camping, hiking, anything you want to talk about. Throw it up there in the chat. Glasses are a little crooked. But this morning, I'm smoking some great outdoors tobacco from made by Sutliff. Smoking it in my K-Wood immersion lined pipe. Pretty smooth smoke, pretty dang smooth smoke. Burns nice and stays lit. Not too wet, not too dry. Kind of like a ribbon cut, and got some a little bit of Cavendish in there. I just spilled a little on my keyboard. See if I don't hit a button. But as you can see, also, we have down in the ticker below, we're at the drive to 1K. You're going to support these channels at Wildman 307 Outdoors, He's Close LNS Outdoors, Dark 30 Outdoors, Off the Hook Outdoors, and Living MN. They're all pushing that 1K mark. Colin, Kincaid Outdoors, good morning, sir. Pipe went out. Hey, everybody getting ready for hunting seasons that are coming up here in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure a lot about other states. Small game just opened up Saturday. I did not get a chance to get out. Had things I had to tend to. But my plans are to get out, and I'm going to take the Jakar 45 caliber flintlock. If you see back in some of my older videos, I have one that is, can you shoot birdshot out of a rifle barrel? And I proved that you can. So I'm going to be using that, go out and go for some squirrel, hopefully, if I can get off early enough during the week. I did not get out Saturday. Adam, Freezer Bound Outdoors, thank you, buddy, for stopping in. How are things going with you? Drinking from my coffee cup. You can go to any of my videos and click on the link down below for my merch store. And you can pick up all kinds of stuff down there. I got gaiters, masks, shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. But as you probably have noticed, I changed the name of my channel. I took out the bushcraft and just left the outdoors. So now I have to go back in and revamp my merch store accordingly to my new logo. So if you want some of the OG original merch, get over there and grab it up while you can. Big archery shooting weekend. R100 in Franklin plus Eden's Armory shoot right up the road. Nice. Nice. Gonna be flinging some arrows. Wookie in the wild, good morning. All over from the Wookiverse. Yes, 54 Cal was in before the stream started, but he must have bounced back out. Won a couple on the cash and Browning 243. Wow. Nice. You couldn't ask for anything better than that. You're stuck at home for today, unfortunately. I need to run into town, get some groceries, but then once I get back, me and the wife, we're going to go fishing. I told her to get you out of the house. She's kind of a introvert. Plus, with her health and everything, she don't get out and go many places. So I'm going to get her out and we're going to go fishing for a little bit. Wish you could go hunting though, but don't have a truck today. Having your truck work done. I'll be truckless myself. Hopefully here in about 2 weeks, get the front end taken care of from that deer I hit. Well, hello, Heath. Frontier Survival is in the house. "54 is back in the house. I'm here just getting stuff done. Have a baby on the way. Well, congratulations." Now, I got 3 vehicles there, Colin, but the one is not registered, and I have it up for sale. And I have the wife's Escape, and I have my truck. But my truck will be down for front end repair. Hopefully here in a couple weeks, get it up to them. Every body shop in the area is booked. Heck, the one body shop I went and had an estimate done. He said he couldn't get to me for 2 months. I said, "Oh, nah, I'll go somewhere else." But yep, I am going to get ready, like I said, for get out and shoot a little bit of squirrel, and then rabbit season comes in. Archery comes in real soon. I'm working on getting the funds to snag up a new crossbow. This crossbow just ain't cutting it. Now, I think I could probably take a deer with it, but I think he would have to be right on top of them. You know, it just doesn't have the speed that I want. Used to have an F-150. Got totaled a year and a half ago. I have a hard time reading down there. Sorry, buddy. When I got hit while crossing a medium crossing a highway by someone who was on their phone. Well, hell, yep, that's people don't pay attention. They They don't, they rather be texting or playing with their phone while driving down the road. Got all my boys up. Got my boys all up on ethical crossbow shot. You will see 6 to 8 years old. Nice, nice. Don't have a small caliber shotgun for squirrel or rabbit hunting. Mark J. Larson, good morning, brother. Thank you for stopping in. I do not have the YouTube side up. So if any of the mods, if I have any in there right now, can snag up links to different channels, like 54 Cal. He's new. I have seen him around, but share him out. Share the love. I kind of leery on bringing up other stuff on my screens because last week I had a crash. My computer decided it was going to do a update, a restart, and so I had to go to my phone during the stream, and then I had to shut it down and restart it once my computer was back up and going. But we're hoping to get that. We got that squared away. I sure hope so. Let me get to where I need to be. Been trying to share people out in the community tab. Well, that's another thing that let me bring this up so I can, then I'll have to mute it real quick. YouTube is pushing out. That's all. YouTube is going to be pushing out the community tab to anybody that is over 500 subscribers now. From what I have seen, I think it's supposed to start. Oh God. I think it's supposed to start next month, or let me I could probably bring it up, but I watched a video, a guy I follow, and but yeah, anybody is going to be able to use the community tab if you're 500 subscribers or more. You don't have to have the 1K benchmark, which is cool. Well, thank you there, Wookie and Kincaid, for throwing up links. Mostly everybody in here is probably sub to each other, but if somebody could try and find the find a 54 cal, I'd like to see what his channel's all about, but because it's 54 caliber. I'll probably get out for rifle and flintlock season. Have to some round ball casting before it gets cold. That's another thing I'm going to be doing. I need to. I'm looking. Probably do that after season. I got plenty of round ball, but that's what I'd like to try to get into casting my own ammo. I have a 32, 45, and a 50. Just get the molds and cast my own. Kincaid tried to find it, could not. Okay. But yeah, if you guys were kind of wondering about the community tab, just do a YouTube search on the community tab update. Let's see if we can find. But as you see all along the bottom there, these are along the taker, our folks that are trying to push to 1K. Wildman 307, LS Outdoors, Dark 30, Off the Hook, and Living MN are all pushing for the 1K mark. So am I. I'm getting closer. I'm at 840, and it's a slow go, but nothing on my channel. Maybe someday. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we have a lot of supporters that just don't have any kind of content on their channel, and they just go and they're loyal YouTube channel supporters, and we thank them very much for what they do. They share out your videos, they share out your social media posts, and it is a great help for others. And then once they start doing uh, putting content up and so forth, what goes around comes around. We turn around and we help them out. 1K. Hell, I'm still trying to reach the century mark. We've been there. We all been there. Keep bouncing up and down around 1K yourself. Yep, that's the name of the game, I think. I mean, when I was close to 750, it was just up and down, up and down, up and down, and just finally, and even before the 500 mark, I'd get like 499, then it'd drop 494, and it'd go back up, and go back down. It's like, come on, make up your mind, people. Just knocks that Wookie. There you go. Yeah, that's the main thing with a YouTube channel. You got to keep consistent with material, uploading, doing, even shorts. Uh, that shows that you are uploading, which adds to your upload list. Yes, you can't monetize shorts, but in the near future, they're talking that they can be monetized, but you gain views and watch time. And I had one video that just went out last week. I think it was Thursday. That I posted the short on Tuesday. It took a couple of days, and it finally took off. YouTube started pushing it out onto the YouTube shelf, and I had within 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours, I had over 8,000 views on that short. So, and I have gained just out of those 8,000 views, it was probably close to 2.5 to 3 hours worth of view time, and gained a few supporters. Oh yeah, Colin. Yep, it's right there, hanging on the wall. I still haven't had a chance to get out. I'm just so dang busy. I did get prices on arrows. I need to pick them up, and It's just going to be more, target. Big Matt. Yeah, that was huge. That short. So it just shows you start pumping out the shorts, and I've had a couple that went, but one only got like 1,000 views or so. But that one took off, and I'm still gaining views on it every day. But it's not much. It's like maybe 20, 30 views a day. Ugly Dog Lures is in the house. Good morning, sir. Used your Samick for a multi-arrow shoot video. Nice. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Is I'm gonna get it out. I need to. Have you, Kincaid? Have you ever tried curving the arrow? I watched a couple of videos and I want to try it. You can curve it around an object. So you got a tree in front of you and your target behind it. You can curve the arrow around it and hit the target. Just put you in the quiver, Colin. There you go. But yeah, me and the wife, we're gonna go do some fishing today. Hopefully. We were gonna go yesterday, but I wasn't feeling too hot. Wife was cold. At least the temperatures are nice. I got to run to the store, get some groceries, and then get home, and then we're going to go out. We're going to go to my where I did a couple live streams from there at my buddy's personal pond because I know there's fish in there. But it is the day. Let's talk the day yesterday, 9/11. Never forget the folks that were perished in the 9/11 attack. It's just awful how somebody, a different company can hate America so much that they do that. And we won't get into politics, but it's I just say, we don't need them, PA trapping and outdoors. How you doing, buddy? You was lagged up. I don't understand what you mean by that, PA trapping. But and I got to get hold of my buddy, new fellow. He was in a stream last weekend. Wise Guys Outdoors. He's only about 30 miles from me, and he's making me a custom powder horn for my black powder guns. I only have 2 horns. I have one hanging there, which you really can't see. And then I have my other one on my shooting bag. I need to get a couple more bags because I want to have a shooting bag for each and a horn for each gun, so I don't have to take the shooting gear out of this bag and transfer and put my 45 caliber stuff in there, or if I want to take the 32 out, so on and so on. So I need 2 more bags and I'll have enough horns. And plus I'm going to be going to some rendezvous, and some shoots. We've got a big shoot coming up. I'm excited for. Uh, going to be meeting up with a fellow YouTuber. He's down there in Kentucky. He's down there by Heath, north of Heath. And meet up with Black Powder Maniac shooter Mark Humphrey over in 2 Mile Run State Park, which is just north of Franklin, Pennsylvania, here in a couple weeks. I think it's the first or second weekend of next month. So what would you consider to be a good entry level black powder rifle? It all depends on what you want to do. If you want to stay just to shoot, target shoot, or if you're going to go hunting with it. If you're going to go hunting, I would not go any lower. You know, if you're going to go big game, 50 caliber, lowest you would want to go. And the Traditions, TC Hawking, 50 caliber, half stock. It's a short enough gun to where it's not like these. These are called long guns, full stock. I do use my 50 for deer hunting. I have two 50s, but a TC Hawking, 50 caliber. You're going to pay brand spanking new. You're probably going to look right around 4.5 to 5.5 bills. It depends on where you go. And then all the other stuff, you know, bullets, powder. A lot of newer guns that you can use the 777, all been powder in. And if you're going to go flintlock or cap and ball is a little bit more because you're almost guaranteed it's going to go off every time. Flintlock is a little more touchy if you want to, you know, because you got to make sure you're going to get the spark, and then you got to use a different. Well, you don't have to, but you use a finer powder in the pan for the flash. You can go inline. Adam over there at Freeze Bound Outdoors, he just posted up a video of the CBA inline that they shot, and for $250 or so, right in there. It comes with a scope, the whole 9 yards. That would be a good starter gun, inline cap. Going to a verse on a birthday. It's nice. Let me see. Switching bags sucks. Seems to end with more and more repeat gear for some reason. I think the gear fairies work overtime. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, check out Adam. Go to Adam's channel, Freezer Bound Outdoors. He just posted up a video a couple of days back on one. They picked it up at Walmart. So that would be a good gun, 50 caliber, and you use you don't have to get powder in powder form. You can use, it's a pellet gun. You can use pressed powder pellets, and then you can shoot the newer sabots like these. This is a 50 caliber sabot for a muzzle loader. That's what I use for deer season. It's just a plastic sleeve. I can't get it out of there since I put it in there, but it's just a bullet. You slide it into the plastic sleeve. But I use and then you drop your pellets down in and ram this home, and good to go. But I want to be able to use it at rendezvous. Well, okay. Cap and ball. You can look at older guns. You can look at into Pedisoli. You can look into like this is a Dixie Gun Works, you can look into them. These are a kit gun. These are CV made by. They were sold by CVA, but they're made by Jacquard, made in Spain. They were shipped in from Spain, and then you put them together yourself. They don't do that anymore. But 50 caliber cap and ball, and if you want something to look older, look into. I could even send you some more information. I can dig that up and send you some more information on what you're looking at. But then you're going to be looking into, if you want to do rendezvous, you want something that looks period correct, you're going to get into a higher price range. Yeah, and you can use them to hunt. I use this at rendezvous, and I hunt with it. Thinking of getting a kit that way I can understand every part to it. Yes, you can get kits, and like I said, it all depends on what you're willing to spend. Just like anything else, if you want to get into archery, you can go spend $2,000-3,000 on a bow, or you can go spend $200 on a bow. It depends on what you want to do. The minimum powder charge. Here you go. Is there a minimum powder charge for the 50? Every gun is different. These two 45s, they're both the exact same gun. One is a flintlock, one is a cap lock. 45 caliber made by Jacquard. The flintlock likes 70 grain. The cap lock likes 85 grain for accuracy, shooting round ball. But whenever you do get a gun, the best thing to do would be, if you're using loose powder, is start off at 50 grains, the caliber of the gun. So like a 45, start off at 45 grain, and then work up your load. You got to go to the range. You got to shoot and shoot and shoot, because you'll get up over, like I said, one is like 75 grain. And that's where I start tightening up the group. But then once I got over to 80-85 grains, it would start wandering again. So you drop back down, and okay. And then the size of the ball and the thickness of the patch, the lubrication that you're using for the patch, all that comes into play. Good morning, Becca. Thank you for stopping in. But I have, I don't know if Adam's still in here. Let me see. I do not have it up there. No, I don't know where it went. I have, because he got that CVA. I have some powder pellets that he can have. They're 777 powder pellets, and there's only one missing from it. I don't have an inline, so I can't use them. And with the powder pellets, the problem with them, like I said, each gun is totally different on accuracy. You may, using pellets, they're 50 grain per pellet. So you're limited to, okay, I got 50, 100, 150. You can't go in between to keep that accuracy, Been getting out and filming shorts. There you go. I'm telling you. And make sure whenever you do it to shoot it in the right format. Because if you shoot it in 16:9 format, they won't put it out as a short. And then you got to add shorts to the description. And but even on the phones, if you use the YouTube app, you can make your own shorts right off there. They have a shorts, and you can make your short videos, and it's already taken care of for you. Heading to the city to take your bride to lunch. There you go. Good morning, Irene. I'm sorry I didn't see you pop in there. Glad to see that you got out last night and got to meet Tom. If you all know that Irene and Tom Ritter met up at a gig that Tom was playing at last night called the Pump House. I don't remember the name of the town, but boy, that place looked immaculate. I'd like to check that out. And Tom, I knew Tom played guitar. I never, he don't put that stuff up on his YouTube channel or anything, but I didn't know he can sing. Guy got a good voice. Doing a lot better. I can't see. Doing a lot better. I was just getting over a week ago in a hospital for a week, just over. Wow. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, I didn't know that you went in there. Need to get out and go shooting soon. Yep. Same here. But I need I'm still needing to purchase a crossbow. But I want to get out with the muzzle loader too. Go small game with it. Bacterial infection in your right leg. Wow. I hope everything's going better. I didn't know that old crayon eater was so talented. Yeah, he's good. Got a big 10-inch by 10-foot oak tree limb from the fall back on the back of my head and neck, and have been recovering from concussion, nosebleed. Wow, that's dangerous. Tom is some car, quick-witted. It was in Coshocton. That's right. That's right. That looks like a great place. I'm glad you're doing better. Really am. I know Laura from Laura the Explorer. She was not feeling good. She had the COVID, but she's still out fishing. That's dedication. I'm hoping she's doing better. Had a concussion herself earlier, and I know what you're going through. I wasn't feeling good yesterday. I was just kind of under the weather. Wasn't feeling too great. But yep, got a lot of plans coming up. It's going to be kind of tight to make videos. Like I said, I want to get out with the 45 caliber because I can shoot shot out of it, and I'm going to go take the 32 cal that I restored and shoot round ball out of it, just to give you guys a set these out. Just to give you guys an idea. This one over here is a 50 caliber. The middle one is a 45 caliber, and this is a 32 caliber. That's what I am going to be shooting small game. Squirrel. You got to make sure at least you take a headshot or a chest shot with them, rabbit, etc. Oh, get back here. But they even you can hunt squirrel with a 50 caliber or 45 caliber, but they call it barking the squirrel. You don't even shoot at the squirrel. You shoot at the tree limb underneath the squirrel, and just the percussion of the round hitting the limb and the shrapnel that is produced from hitting that tree limb shocks the squirrel off the tree limb and it falls to its death. They used to do that back in the day, I guess, because a lot of people back then, back in the day, did not have small caliber rifles. They had 50, 54 and bigger because they hunted large game. But every now and then you would see it, you would get a chance to shoot at a squirrel. Yep, you barked a squirrel. You tried a slingshot. Once on for squirrel. That'd be kind of tough, but you can do it if you're really accurate with a slingshot. That's why you use blunts. Yes, a lot of people use blunts on their arrows for small game. You can even they call flu arrows. It's just big fletched arrows, and it has a I guess it's kind of like a spring mechanism on the head, and you can hunt bird. You can hunt pheasant, grouse, dove, stuff like that. But you better be pretty good. Yeah, did you get it, Becca? That's a good question. A cold is going around. Yes, it is. My daughter, I guess, has a cold. I hit the tree he was in, but nope, didn't get him. You need some more flus. Yep. Like a larger version of the judo points. Yes, I have it. Years ago, I had the judo points, but that was years and years ago. Miss Becca says, I told him to stay still, but he didn't listen. See, you gotta know how to talk squirrel. Get his attention. Have him wonder who the heck you are. Might take the gun for a walk later, see if there's any squirrels out there. Hawks got all the ones in the yard. Condor glue, some small game points. Yep. That's another thing I might use that recurve. Just get out and try some small game with it. I just need to get, like I said, I need to take the time, get some arrows. I found a bow shop where has the crossbows and all that. It's a bow shop. But my funds right now are to get into a crossbow. I'm trying to sell this one. I don't need it. But he had what got me is he had a half dozen of arrows. They were carbon, but they look like wood, Can't remember the name of them. I think it was a little on the pricey side, but it's been years since I bought arrows. But he wanted like $60 for a half dozen, so that's $10 an arrow. It's like, oh, yeah, come on. got to get his attention. What do you want me to do? Show him some leg? Don't think squirrels. Oh, you're funny. No, you use a squirrel call. Even 2 coins. I got 2 coins right here. Just throw them in your pocket. 2 quarters. That's all you need. You can sit there and take the rough edge where the teeth are, and you can. That kind of gets it like they're grinding on a nut. That, or you take it and you put it into your hand, like like so. Make a hollow noise, and you can sit there and you can tap on it. That gets their attention. Well, as one Wookiee, a pack would hunt each other, and those stun arrows, of course, did body shots. Yep. You stun them, and then you run over and break their neck. Yep. Yeah, that is a quick, cheap way to do it. And then you can also, I've done it with a shot shell. You just take an empty casing, and you can. It makes a different tone. It's a little louder. Squeaky toys, that little plastic round squeaky that are in dog toys. Get one of those. But the only problem with those is when you squeeze it, it makes a noise. But then when you release it, it makes a noise. So what you need to do is you need to put a hole in the side of the bulb. And then when you squeeze it, cover the hole, and then pull your finger off to let it fill back up with air, and it won't make a noise. Those are cheap too. So if you got an old squeaky toy from a pet laying around, cut it open and get one. Well, this probably already cut open. If the dog probably already tore the dang toy to hell, right? Mine do. If I put 2 quarters in my fingers to do that, then I want to have both hands to shoot a slingshot. Well, that's true. It's like same thing with a rifle. You have to. It's just to get their attention. I mean, that's if you already see them, get them to stop and look at you. But then you just throw them in your pocket real quick and get the shot off. Or they do have I don't have one, but they do have a Squirrel Call, which is round, has like a hole in it, and you put it in your mouth, and you hold it between your lips, so you can be hands free. Put a lanyard around your neck, you just put it in your mouth and hold it there, and then chirp a few times and get their attention, and bang, Now you got me wanting a black powder rifle. Yeah, get one. It's fun. It's a challenge. Like I was saying earlier, just to get that gun to shoot accurately. I mean, you got to grant it that I am shooting round ball, traditional round ball with a patch. So you got to work up the load. You got to see. I'm shooting in my 50. I am shooting a 490 round ball. So that leaves 5,000 thickness, and I am using a 12,000 thick patch. So that's 24. So it's still, I could even go up to a 15,000 or 18,000 patch, but then you're talking real hard to load. And then you got to work up the powder charge to where you're shooting it and grouping it accurately each and every single time. But if you're shooting the sabot, and I'll pull one there. Whoop. If you're shooting the sabot, now you're talking totally different projectile. But you still got to work up your load for accuracy for this too. But it's not as critical with shooting a round ball. But they're a challenge. See, around here in Pennsylvania, when fall archery comes around and then muzzleloader comes in, you can use a inline cap and ball or flint rifle to hunt with. And then deer season comes in. But then after deer season, buck and doe season, muzzleloader comes back in. But it says flintlock only. So if you're going to hunt and get more hunt time, if you have a flintlock, you can do first season and second season. So you get a lot more hunting time out of a flintlock than you would a inline or cap and ball. And I got that bullet out. See, it's just a copper, almost full metal jacket with the plastic tip in it. I can't remember how many grain this is. I lost the paperwork, but I did have this afternoon. Did have his attention. I think he was laughing at me. Wait till they start going and throwing nuts at you. I have that happen when I'm deer hunting. Sitting there trying to be quiet, and you get a goddamn squirrel up in the tree and just chattering away and barking at you, and start throwing nuts down at you. It's like, what? Been wanting one for a while since I already do rendezvous. Yep, do both. I want to get a traditional longbow, because at a lot of the rendezvous, they don't consider a breakdown recurve a traditional bow. A longbow is, more time correct. Gonna look at some in Lubbock. There you go. You can look online too. There's a bunch of places where you can find good used muzzleloaders. But like I said, it all depends on what you want to do. You can even get a Fowler, which is a smooth bore, kind of like a shotgun, and you can shoot round ball out of it. So if you get like a 54 caliber Fowler, you can shoot shot and round ball, and so you got best of both worlds. But a smooth bore shooting a round ball back in the day, prior to Civil War, these guys at 75 yards were lucky to hit, broadside of a barn with it. But until the rifle came, then a lot more accuracy guys were able to take shots and have a kill at 250 yards or better. I've heard of adapters you can get for a 12 gauge shotgun to make it into black powder. I heard that also. I've never seen it done. I might look into that. I live 8 miles from the Texas line, New Mexico, stationed in Canada. Oh, cool. 12 gauge to a 209 muzzle loader adapter. I might have to look into that. I think that makes it a inline. Got to get ready for today. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for hosting me. Well, thank you for stopping in, Look. Really do appreciate it. Have a great day. Already shoot a 74-pound blackwood a longbow. You know, I had a chance. I had a yard sale that was near, and it was last Friday, Memorial Day weekend. The Friday Memorial Day weekend, they started this yard sale early, and they had traps. They had tons of traps, hunting gear, all this stuff, uh, and they had 3 longbows. And the Amish got there first thing in the morning and bought it all up. I had to work, so I got there and they were gone. That made me mad. But I did get some turkey calls. And I already have a 60-pound recurve. There you go. JB is in the house. How you doing, buddy? The gun adapter. Yeah. Let me see if I can bring that up without crashing. I'll share that out. It might be something for for y'all to look at if you're wanting to use a adapt your shotgun. I'm just waiting for it to open. My internet is so slow. Okay, so it does make it a inline. That is cool. Okay, I am going to screen share this. Share screen. That's what he's talking about. It just looks like a shell. So it's a casing. That must be a rubber O-ring. I could look deeper into it. But you put your primer. You got to use a primer. Okay, so it's not like a cap and ball. But that's kind of neat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that and be something. My boy, he has a shotgun that and he'd probably use it too because he has a flintlock. I actually found black powder pistol in a house that I rented once. Still need someone to look at it, as I think it's jammed. Actually, yeah. Becca, you can always shoot me uh, information on it. Shoot me some photos. I can probably give you a good idea on what you need to do. You know, I don't even know what if it's a uh, cap and ball. Is it a side lock or inline, uh, etc. I shoot only slugs with that. Is that what you're saying? Well, good morning, Lisa Lee. Good morning. Shoot only, no slugs. Shot only, no slugs. Well, that would make sense. Okay, yeah, shoot me the photos and I can probably give you an idea on what you need to do to it and what it is. And because I've been looking for a pistol, to tell you the truth. I'd like to get it. I like flintlocks because they're a challenge, but I would do a cap and ball. Small waters. Thank you for stopping in. But I went to that yard sale and I got bummed out because all the Amish they had hundreds of traps, different traps. And I was thinking, yeah, that would give me a chance to get hold of some traps for pretty cheap and a longbow because I want a longbow for you go take to rendezvous. Uh, that would probably be next year, but hey, that happens. But I did pick up some turkey calls. I still got to scuff this call up. It's just a slate call. My H&S strut. Got that with a striker and the Quaker Boy Yelper little box call, little plunger box call. Got both of these for $4. So that's a damn good deal. They don't sound too bad. You know, been years since I played with calls. And then the Yelper, because turkey season, I'm going to be out for turkey season. The Yelper, they had one that attached to your gun barrel. I don't like those, but you know. So I got hold of those. That'll work. Get hold of me sometime, social media, where, however. But my main thing right now is crossbow, like I said, for deer season. I need to save up a little bit of funds, not much more, but I want to get that. And then if I can part ways with this one to offset some of the price, that'd be fine. And then over the winter. But I forgot, I had brought this over. I was given from my wife's brother, a wing bone turkey call. This is made from an actual turkey wing bone. He made it in 12/11 of 98. And it's just a putt call. And the way you work these is you cup the hollow end of the wing bone, because their bones are hollow. You cup the end of it and you put it in your mouth and you suck on it a little bit. Just takes a little practice, but so if you get a turkey wing, or somebody got a turkey wing bones, grab them and you can make your own. That's old school there. This would be, it usually goes right there when I'm hunting. Okay, we'll scroll back a little bit. I kind of just need to draw, weight, range, and price. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that. You can get hold of me sometime, and we can go from there. The place I go shooting, Barefoot Traditions, has hundreds of longbows and recurs. Wow, cool. Yep, definitely. And I'm a cheap bastard, so I don't want to spend big bucks on something. Whoops. Starting headaches, nosebleeds, neck hurts. Well, I really hope you get feeling better. It ain't no fun. Well, hi, Lisa. BC Treasure Trails, hello. You were in timeout, small waters. I don't understand it. I'm going to go back into the YouTube side. I do not see Usually it shows up on StreamYard. That had to have been a Google bot. I hate that for just no apparent reason. They do that. Google bot does that crap. Doesn't make sense. I've made a lot of wing one calls, but only killed one turkey with mine. Yes, it is. Getting that tone, getting that sound just right. Just mostly for putts, and it's really the only thing that it's good for. I mean, to do a yelp, it's kind of tough to do, but love to take JV there someday when I get back down here in the middle of the week, since Barefoot is only open during the week, not open on weekends since it goes hunting. I hear you. Yes, they are, and they're it's one of the first turkey calls that were made. Back in the day, I mean, you didn't have the money to go out and buy a freaking H&S strut, or they didn't have them, so go make your own. And a lot of guys, they will take and put on the end, they will take some of the rawhide. That's what this is. This is all rawhide, stripped down, wetted, wrapped, let dry to hold it together. This is a 3-piece wing bone. 3 pieces. This is big. The center piece is bigger than this mouthpiece, but they take another piece of rawhide and they wrap it around the end to where when you put it into your mouth, you make a good seal around that. But this one don't have it on there. Might want to go back and check your last video, JV says. I have violated that song. Remember that time out happened last week as well to Daddy Duck, and maybe backwards, but only on yours right now. It's weird. Yeah, I don't understand it. It seems like every single stream somebody gets timed out for no apparent reason. Yeah, if JV timed you out, he'd rub it in. I can gobble big wishbones, but not short ones. Yeah, even the longer the different tones, the different lengths, it all makes a difference. Had to put it in the freezer to get the crackle. Tried to use calls, and it's more like stepping on a mashed cat in a tin roof. Yeah, they make all everything changes tone with your hands, just like this Yelper box. You can put your hand over top of it also, and it will change the tone. You can put your thumb against the bottom because that's what vibrates. It's right there. So you can put your thumb against the bottom. It makes a big difference on how you want to change tones. I used to turkey hunt religiously for years. I loved turkey hunting. I've only taken one turkey with a bow, and that was a challenge. But over the years, I got everything that went on, life went on, and my career, I was career minded because I wanted to get a house and start settling down and all that. And so I took a hiatus from all forms of hunting I still did fishing, but I'll never quit fishing. But I just started getting back into it this couple years, 2, 3 years ago. Tried using calls. It's more like stepping on. Oh, okay. So we already said that. I called in some turkey. Love the acrylic. Yes, that's what this H&S strut. That's an acrylic call. I need to scuff it up. It's kind of beat up just so I get a better tone out of it and all that. Just use a little bit of Scotch Brite on it. Lisa Lee says, need to get cheap music because it's way out of tune. Yeah, I can't carry a tune either. I can't even carry it in a bucket. My dad used to tell me black powder gun hunters pack stuffing down the barrel to hunt turkeys. Who else does? How else does it get inside them? That's funny. Never heard of that. Thank you, Miss Becca. Yep. Hit the thumbs up, people. Really do appreciate it. Share it out. Let's see how many. We got 9 in here now. Share it on out. Now, remember, next week, Heath, Frontier Survival is going live on this Wednesday's live. And if he gets 50 thumbs up during his live stream, he's going to do the Carlton dance. I want to see it. So I got 4 channels on YouTube, and I'll bounce in there and I'll give it a thumbs up on every one of them just because I want to see it. Well, have a good evening there, ugly dog. We do appreciate you stopping in, really do. First bird I got with crossbow, I was prepared to jump up and chase him. Knocked him doornail dead. There you go. No chasing the dang thing. Dark 30. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in, man. Like I said earlier in the stream, all these in the ticker below are pumping out, trying to get to that 1K. I am also. We got Wild Men, LS Outdoors, Dark 30 Outdoors, Off the Hook Outdoors, and the Living MN are all pushing toward a 1K. I just broke 140, which I'll probably lose 1 or 2 later in the night. Then I'll gain 1, and then you know how that works. But we are all working, trying to get there. You think LS made it? Might have to go over to his channel and check it out. I'm glad if he did. Be right back. Need coffee. Yeah, I'm out of coffee. I drank the last of my coffee. Well, thank you, Heath. I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I do whenever I'm on a stream and I got things to do. I just let it go. Just hit mute and go do what I got to do. Looking forward to the 1K. 828. Yep, you are getting there, buddy. I slowed down. I'm kind of holding steady right around 840. Just, you know how it works. It'll level off for a bit, and then you gain, and then you lose, and then you level off a bit, and it's like, ah. But I need to get my hours up. I need just under 900 hours, about 850 hours of view time. But that'll come. Dang, I know I just lit that. let's see if I am going to see if he did hit. Uh, well, living in N is at 874. So he's still working on it. See what LNS is at. Yes, he did. Well, congratulations. That's cool. Would love to do more live streams. Wish the internet would have been better around here. Just last night's stream was a disaster in replay. That's the thing with, going to a location and using their Wi-Fi. Who else is connected to that Wi-Fi? What kind of speeds do they have on their internet connection over DSL line? It's like my internet speed is horrible because we have DSL, but we do not have fiber optic. It all depends, and then how many people are there hooked to the internet and using their Wi-Fi. So now the bandwidth is being used up. So it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference but it was still a good stream. I get to hear some good tunes. Still, LNS says, or L's still can't get StreamYard to work. If you need a hand, just get hold of me anytime. I'll gladly show you what's going on, how to go about it. And it depends on what you're using it on. I wish I had fiber, but I keep calling them and bitching about it. I keep getting the internet disconnected and then reconnected. It's a pain. They claim that there was strong. I beg to differ. Yeah, I would say so. Well, thank you, Irene. I try to keep up on it. Well, yes. Now, if I had good internet, I would be streaming a lot of shows and stuff too. Just like my Dish network, getting it on demand. It's internet based, and because it connects to my Wi-Fi, and now I can't even do that. Went to a bank appointment and forgot I had my GoPro mic still attached, and the bank lady thought I was here to audit her. Oh my lord! Whoops! It jumped on me. You use your phone. The PC screen makes you sick. I use my phone whenever I'm out doing live streams. It's all in the connection. How many bars of data are you receiving? I have to have over 3 bars to keep a solid live stream going with my phone. YouTube TV is great. I was going to look into that, but we don't have cable out here, so I can't get that for our TV. But I have to have satellite, which the only time we have problems with our satellites whenever a storm's coming in or snow builds up on the dish, and I just go wipe it off and we're good to go. But I could go internet, satellite internet, but then we're talking about another $100 and some a month, and then the latency, the speed is there'd be such a lag. But I may have to go that route. Can't use your phone until you have 1,000 subs. Oh yes, you can, Irene. StreamYard. That's what I do. I don't have 1,000 subs. Just like your tablet last night. You use StreamYard. Would like to use an antenna, but you're too low in the holler. He says valley, but we know it's a holler. I would like to try data. I talked about that before. It's just like a data plan for your phone, but it's an antenna outside and a data router. I'd like to try it, but it's going to cost about $400 just for the stuff to try it out and see if it does give me better speed. And if it don't, then I'm out. I got to sell the parts off. Why keep it if I ain't getting any better speed? Internet's gotten expensive. Yes, it has. Wi-Fi is good to the point that where it looks I'm streaming, but no one else sees it. All depends. I don't understand. I mean, if you got a good internet connection, finally have coffee. You must have had to go make it. Yeah, use StreamYard, Irene. I mean, you seen how it works last night, but you just got to make sure you got a good internet connection. Now, you could have tried if your data on your cell phone was better than their internet connection, their Wi-Fi there. You could have just used your data, but then it depends on your data plan, how much you're chewing up. I have unlimited, so I don't have to worry about that. I refuse to give the thieves any money for service. And that's true. They make the sunshine there and ship it north. I hope so. Whoops. It jumped on me again. Howdy, Bull. Wednesday night stream got 50 likes. I'm going to do the Carlton dance. Yeah, I said that earlier. So Wednesday night, he's going to be doing his live stream. And if he gets 50 likes, he's going to do the Carlton dance for us. And I want to see it. Not unusual for Frontier. Oh, okay. Becca, it is Greg _ O'Day at yahoo.com. Unlimited, but it's just not any good anymore. Yeah, I remember when you had real good internet for a while, and then you started having issues and everything else. Yep, you got to have a few laughs. Heck, I thought about doing this live stream with my panda head on. But no, I decided not to. I just throw the old garb on. I'm looking for other parts for my attire for rendezvous. I did get the shirt. The shirt's long. I don't know if you all seen it last stream. It's real long. It goes right down to my knees. Let me step back a little bit. Goes down almost to my knees. I'm going to get the belt, get a waistcoat, get the drop front breeches, and get into time. I need to find a hat. That's going to be one of the more expensive things. There you go, Becca JV threw my email up there. Oh, this thing's comfortable. It's lightweight. But yeah, I want to either get the belt or a sash belt, and get all the gear, all the garb. I already have a good belt and new possible bag by Henderson Bay Tobacco Tin Fire Kit as well. Nice. Yes, I need to get, well, as you know, everybody calls them a possible bag. That's not a possible bag. That is a shooting bag. Possible bag is a little bit bigger. It's average. Back in the day, they were average rate anywhere from 8 to 10 inches wide, and about the same length and depth. It was just to carry what you possibly would need throughout the day for a day hunt or an overnighter. Food, your fire starting kit, some extra shirt, a few little things like that. And then the shooting bag was strictly for operation and care of your firearm. But yes, I need to get a possibles bag because you can use that with any gun. But I need to get 2 more shooting bags, one for the 45 cal because I can just grab whatever gun I want, and one for the 32. And one more, I got one more horn coming, so I got enough horns for all 3 calibers. I have a skunk hat. That would go great with that shirt. Back in the day, a lot of folks think that the fur hats were commonplace. They were not. Just because of the fur, and the heat, during the summers. Now during the winter hunt, possibly yes, but most of the time, back then they would just wear a head wrap, bandana, made out of silk or linen, or they would have their long hunter hat, which is made of beaver felt, tricorn or whatever. I don't care for the tricorn, but back in the day, really the only time that the mountain men wore fur hats was out in the Midwest and during the winter. But yes, they do have the skunk and raccoon skin caps, and get a purse to go with that dress. Got to match my outfit. How has a fanny pack for a possibles bag? Yep, you can do that. Now, back in the day, they used to have belt packs, which were a possibles bag, and it just hung on their belt. You got to get it with a strap, or you just hung it on your belt. Possible snagging. The strap is getting worn out. Need to find a leather shop to fix it. There you go. Stocking caps were common also, yes. Or knitted caps. And they during the winter, yes. And then they had the the working cap, which is this, would be either cotton was more of a high, people that had the money, because cotton back then was hard to render and produce. So cottons and linens, they made working caps, where most of them would have that. Our ancestors wore hats all the time. Had some health benefit. Can't remember the details. Yeah, definitely. Amish do good leather work around here. We got a couple leather shops. They do a lot of saddle work and stuff like that. Yep. And back in the day, with your pants, undershirt, they called it a nightshirt. It was to be a light linen undershirt that they wore under their day shirt. Because then you're layering clothing. It's the same with your waistcoat. That would go over. You can either go with a sleeved waistcoat or a sleeveless. That's what I'm looking for, sleeveless. Hunting frock. They had those so you can layer for the weather. And then they had different style of breeches, which they had the drop front breeches, and they tied in the back for tightness. The drop front, and then they later on it came through. The French came up with the button front. But the breeches always came down to just below the knee, and you wore leggings to keep for warmth and not get scuffed up while you're out working the fields or hunting. And leggings made out of deer tan kept you from getting scratched up. And mostly moccasins were more preferred footwear than shoes or hard-soled shoes and boots. Also, they didn't have traction. Yes, linen was the king back then. Going to try a tan buckskin this year. I am looking. I'd like to get hold of some buckskin and make my own leggings for hunting. And then they tie just above the knee. There's different types. You can tie them just above the knee, or they had a loop that came up to your belt to hold them up. But you always had a garter that held it, a garter strap that held them tight just below the knee. But moccasins were the big thing back then, and there's been stories of guys long hunters and all that. They would have to tend to their moccasins every night, and they would carry 2 or 3 pairs, and you would rotate. Okay, cool. I will look at that once we are done here, and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can. They could grow plenty of linen. Yes, and it was easy to weave. Yep, that's the thing about the moccasins. They wore out fast. Back then, they would, as the long hunter, if they would tan, they would tan their, get a deer or whatever, they would tan the hides, and then they would sew extra piece of deer tan onto the bottoms of the moccasins to add for, and then that, it would wear out first, and then they would just change it out as they needed. You have a set of leather chaps, can make stuff out, make into stuff. Oh, are they, what color are they? Black, or are they more of a tan? Because back in the day, they didn't really dye. I mean, they did, but they didn't dye it to the point to where it's black. It'd be a dark color, or they would just leave it natural. My feet don't fit regular size. Yeah, I understand that. Hiked in moccasins back in the day. That's the thing about moccasins too. Once they got wet, they could get slippery, on the wet grass and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Bull says they are natural leather. I might have to hook up with you. I could use. I never even thought about a set of chaps. Just use old set of chaps and make yourself a pair. That's a good idea. Barefoot more than shoes. Sometimes no. When it snows, my feet get too dang cold. Nope. I was doing the Cody yesterday and was bushcrafting barefoot. My feet couldn't handle it. I'd have to walk around in the spring and just start getting them toughened up to be able to do all that stuff. Got 10 6E wides, 6 extra wide. Well, you got yourself some freaking flappers there, don't you? But my daughter, she does some sewing. I might just get the pattern for breeches and have her make me a pair. Because at the rendezvous I was at, she had breeches, but I didn't have enough cash. Heck, this shirt was $45. But this is all handmade. This is not. She makes all the clothes for, and she goes to different rendezvous, and so you're getting quality handmade clothing. But she did have breeches, but they were closer to $70-$80 for a set of drop front breeches. I'm a cheap bastard, like I said earlier, so. Wife who works in a shoe store calls them hobbit feet. Past preservation. Thank you for stopping in. Good morning. Just moving a little slow, just starting the second cup of coffee. I've already got my third cup of coffee in me, and the fourth is still out there in the coffee pot. But I do have to run into town after this, go get some groceries, and then me and the wife are going to go fishing for a little bit. Yep. Walk on gravel and your feet will toughen up. Or even walking down the road, go for a walk. As long as it's not, the road ain't 100 and some degrees. But the Amish, they all the time, you see them all the time walking around with no shoes on. Are those black powder pistols normally made in Italy? It all depends. A lot of them were made in Italy, like Pedisoli. That's an Italian gun. But yeah, they made black powder pistols, all over the world. England, England and France. But it all depends on the make. Pedisoli is a real good name gun maker. You can walk on hickory nut holes? No, thanks. Yep, same here. When I was younger, oh yeah, my mom and dad used to tell me before I went out, put your shoes on. Okay, I threw them on, and then when I got outside and around the edge of the house, I took them back off and laid them right there beside the garage door until I came back home. I was in bare feet the whole time. You've got a Pedisoli black powder rifle. Nice. Yeah, Pedisoli is a real good gun maker. Traditions, they're a good hunting gun maker, but if you're looking into more time period, and you want a good new gun instead of buying something that's, I mean, yes, it's nice to have a antique, but a lot of these guns are a couple, 200, 300, 400 years old, and they just you ain't gonna go be shooting thousands of rounds through them. Al says he got one from Italy. He likes women barefoot and pregnant. Now that's kind of being male chauvinist. Now, why couldn't we be the ones to be barefoot and them working, even if they are pregnant? Hope it's a good one. I know nothing about black powder. Tell you what, let me close this down. We might be able to pop in there real quick, I keep forgetting I got 2 screens. Well, I got 3 screens. This one's not up and running. Oh, okay. You sent 2 emails. Okay, that is, yes, so that is a black powder pistol, but it is not a side lock. That is a cartridge, black powder cartridge pistol. It looks kind of like an 1813. Let me go back and open up the other. That is a nice looking pistol. Yes, that. What's it? Is there a Becca? Is there writing on the barrel? I cannot zoom in. It does look like it does have some writing. I would have to download the photo and then, well, maybe I can scroll in. Okay, yes I can, but I cannot. And the picture's upside down. Okay, let's see. If I remember, though, it's been in a bag for a while now. I can't, Becca, I can't seem to read the writing because when I zoom in, it just pixelates to the point. I see there's some embossing on the brass just where the barrel is attached, but I cannot read what's on the barrel. But that is a nice looking pistol. I cannot read that. I mean, I could flip the picture around if I download it and save it, which I should do. Let me save the image. And I'll open up the other one too. I got to go back to the. Now I'll be able to look a little further into it. Yeah, it pixelates so bad I can't read that when I scroll in. And it has markings on the Elapita, made in Italy. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring this up so maybe you guys can get an idea. You probably, who knows? Maybe somebody knows what we are looking at, but I think it's an 1813 replica but I cannot see if it has a VIN number. I see that there's a missing bolt from by the hammer. Let's bring that up. It's a 44 caliber black powder only. Yes, it's a cap and cartridge. You got to make the cartridges. They make them out of paper cartridge with the powder and the ball in one. Unless it's a load, a muzzle style loading. There's markings here. This gun has not been cleaned in a very long time. As you can see, all the black powder residue, which is not good on guns. It's black powder guns. The barrel, if this has not been cleaned, the barrel, I can just imagine. Can you see down into the barrel and tell me if it's a rifled barrel, which I think it would be? Let me bring up the other, wherever it went, right there. This is the other side. Boy, that sucker's dirty. But no trigger. Didn't notice that. That is not good. This is a self-loader. This part here, Becca, folds down, and it has a ramrod. This is the ramrod, and that's what sends the powder and ball home. Into the cylinder, and then your caps go on. I can't see the nipples. Um, if these are peened over from somebody dry firing, that's not good, but I can't tell. And then descriptions there. Yeah, it kind of did look like a 1860, but I am not sure. It might be a replica. Got an old kit. We just waxed the cylinder holes and loaded it. No cartridge. Yeah, you can do that too. Yes, you can put powder down and ram the ball over top if you wanted to. Yeah. Well, it all depends there, Colin. But yes, I mean, like we were saying, it would have to be stripped down. It would have to be pulled apart, and then the trigger replaced. Found it in a bag a long time ago. Oh no, we ain't gonna lynch you. Heck no, heck no. But that's cool though. I am not sure they're past preservation, if that is a reproduction or an original, because like I said, I can, whenever I zoom in, the 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 imprints and that on the are pixelating, but I'm kind of leaning more toward a reproduction. Yeah, I think so, because that's what I'm. Yeah, don't think it'd be too expensive. Yeah, I would. Uh, Irene, I wish I did. I really do. I love the hanger guns. Made in America. Looks like a Remington 1858 brass ring replica. That's what I was thinking. That it's a. That's a possibility. But those were. Oh, excuse me. Uh, do you have it handy? Uh, do you have it nearby there, Becca? I'm going to bring it back up again, just to because I am kind of thinking. Yes, you can see how pixelated it's getting. But this trademark right here it's kind of leaning me toward that it's a reproduction. But reproductions are cool. They are cool though. And then these, what's getting me is these. What's and there's, I think there was something on both sides. I'm not mistaken. But at least the hammer's still there. I mean, that there would be the pin for the hammer. This pin, I think, would be for the trigger, but they replaced it, put it back together. But you could probably get hold of these parts for almost nothing. Yeah, like Bull says, that it says black powder only. And back in the day, yes, they would not put that in the script imprinted on the barrel. So that's what kind of leaning. Yeah, Becca, just heck, you can take it down, pull it back out, see if the bag has a trigger in it and all that. And heck, you could probably take it to a gun shop or find somebody that knows about them. I mean, it's a pistol. I can pull that apart. I know how to pull it apart. I've never played with one, but and get it functioning and cleaned up again. Wait till you see what I did to it. Okay, now you got my interest. L&R 22 LR pistol. Okay. There may be a maker's mark under the hand grips. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Just looked under the handle and it says R2 28 12 59. I wonder if that's the pin. JV can't wait. Yeah, I like to see what's going on there. What you did to that thing. That'd be cool. But the I don't know where it went to. Do 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 do. Yeah. I'm gonna bring up the other side of it again because I don't. Yeah. This is what get me. This would probably be a maker's mark. In the VIN, usually they a lot of times they would put a VIN number on the bottom here, up in here, or even underneath the grips. Brad Caldwell. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I think that's the serial number, Becca. Trying to get enough money freed up. Got a lot of footage. That's cool. I think we all do, Bull. We get to a certain age, start. Empty all for my trash. Emails works for me every time. That he does. He definitely does. Yes, Brad, thank you for stopping in. New to the channel, thank you. Go ahead and you can scroll back up through the chat and check out the links to the channels that are in the chat. And we can also do the same for you. We can, someone can find his link, throw it on up there, show the love. But yeah, that is a cartridge pistol. Those came out in the mid 1800s. Cavalry would have carried a lot of those. But that there, I'd like to have something like that. I think my wife's niece husband says he has one, and it's never been shot. And I might have to talk to him. The letters were usually referred to where it is made, and the pistol icons refer to the brand or maker's mark. Yes. Well, thank you, Brad. Do appreciate it. Yeah, there's some great channels that come that hang out. We support each other when we do. Whenever you post a video, I try and watch. I got so many subscribers that I follow, and it takes time to go through and to watch all this stuff. But it's we support each other. We watch each other's videos and leave comments. We watch each other's live streams and help each other grow. Is what we do in our little community here. And all new people are always welcome. But we've been at it for 2 hours, which was my goal. I always try to get for 2 hours. But yet, if you look at the bottom of the ticker, folks going along the bottom there are on the drive for 1K supporters. Wildman 307 Outdoors, LNS Outdoors, he just broke 1,000. Dark 30, Off the Hook Outdoors, Living Them Outdoors, and also myself. We are all working, trying to get to that 1K mark. And the view time, got to gain that view time. And tinker on a lot of stuff, including broken things. Yeah, I hear you. You can go back through some of my videos there. I did a restoration on a 32 caliber CVA Squirrel rifle. It's leaning in the corner. Which way do I got to go? This way. It's leaning in the corner right here. I'm going to get it out and do some small game hunting with it. Okay, Al. Appreciate you stopping in. I really do, man. Have yourself a great day. Yeah, I got to get moving myself here. I got some things I want to do. Yeah, you can't remember how many times he hit K and dropped down below again. You're at 1,002 at the moment. Well, hopefully it sticks. But I thank you guys. I really, really do. Thank you by the bottom of my heart. And thank you for the support and all the new folks that came in to the stream. Oh, you got a Bolt Action 3030 from 19 Foot. Nice. And Colin only needs 522. I need 800 and something, but working on it. But yeah, I thank you guys all. I really do. Thank you for all the support. And I try to do the same with each one of you. But I only got so much time during the day. But we are going to bounce on out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. The grind starts again tomorrow morning. But you all take care. And like I said many times, thank you. And I do really appreciate it. So go on over to watch some of the videos of each other and anybody in the chat and show them some love. But I am going to bounce on out of here. And you guys have a blessed weekend and a blessed week. We will catch you on the next one. See you later.